Shabbat Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rocha Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and those who hope to be of that number.
Cash is no longer king, with contactless payments, bank transfers, and direct debits all eclipsing cold, hard sterling. But it seems COVID's hastening the demise, with 1 in 3 worried about notes and coins spreading the virus.
We're moving in a society that eventually will be a cashless society. What COVID has done is accelerate that process, and there may be some evidence that it's caused some issues, but I think generally people are migrating to a cashless operation anyway, so I'm quite positive about it.
Other countries are streets ahead. In Sweden, cash in circulation represents only 1% of GDP. But while convenience is one thing, it's a big problem if it becomes the only way to pay. According to consumer group Which, there have been over 2,500 reports of shops in the UK declining cash payments during the coronavirus crisis. 4 in 10 customers say they've had problems buying food or groceries, and 20% claim they've left empty-handed. The concern is that many people still rely on cash, especially the vulnerable in society and those on strict budgets. Not everyone has a credit or debit card available to them, but it seems now to be a roulette of who takes cash at cafes and shops, especially when it comes to smaller pay.
I'll leave it there. This is going to lead to the Market Beast RFID microchip, because basically since this pandemic, they declared COVID-19 as a pandemic, back in March. Shops have been using cash less and less. They're not accepting cash as much. There's shops out there that believe that the cash may have, the virus COVID-19, so they're not taking it. You got customers who are afraid the cash itself does also, the cash has COVID, so they don't want to deal with cash. Less shops want to deal with cash. Less people are dealing in cash. So there's less cash going around, less cash in circulation. And this is going to lead to the microchip, because the elites want to do away with cash. You see, cash cannot be traced. You can't track exactly what someone bought with cash. But if it goes digital, then they know exactly what you bought and can even stop a purchase. They'll have total control of your finances. As long as you've got some cash, you still have some control of your finances. With no cash around, then they're going to have complete control over your finances. Revelation 13:16 through 18. And he goes with all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that the mark on the name of the beast and the number of his name. He is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Verse 16. Paul calls everyone, both small and great. Small in status, you could be a nobody, or just the average person. And great, someone who's high in status, someone who's got high status. Celebrity, box, a fighter like Anthony Joshua, Justin Bieber, those sorts of guys who are great in status. Rich and poor. There's only going to be the super rich and super poor, because by the end of all this, the middle class would have been completely destroyed. It's being decimated as we speak, and those who are working class are getting poorer. Free and bond, those who are able to travel around, and bond those who are in prison, to receive a mark in their right hand, in their forehead. Their right hand is not just talking about the actual right hand, but the hand you're strong with. Most people on the earth, they're right-handed, or in their foreheads. Right, you're going to have brain chips as well. When you check out the word for mark, in verse 16 or 17, you get the word charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma. Stamp in printed mark. Scratch or etching. Stamp as a badge of servitude. Right. because you're going to be a total slave if you take to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, if you take this mark. And that verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, you won't be able to perform financial transactions without a microchip implant, save he, except he that had the mark, this microchip implant, or the name of the beast and the number of his name, which is connected to the mark. His wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 his number is 666. 666 is the universal product code. You find it in every barcode, the beginning, middle, and end of the barcode. And also, Bill Gates, he made this 666 patent 060606 earlier on this year during summer. And that's something interesting. And when you check out the word for Chi Stigma, the 666.
Strong's G 5516. Chi Xi Stigma.
Chi Stigma. Butchered that a little bit in the pronunciation. 666. Okay. You get the word for stigma. Stigma meaning a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person. Disgrace is a loss of reputation or respect, for doing a dishonorable act. And yeah, it's a mark of disgrace. It's disgraceful because the dishonorable action is you taking the microchip implant, the mark of the beast, because now you've lost your reputation as someone who was striving, who was hoping to be of the elect, because you got weak and decided to do that dishonorable action, which is taking the mark of the beast. Taking the mark of the beast is dishonorable because it shows you've lost faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and it's shameful because now you're a servant of E and not servant of the Most High anymore. Okay? Or basically you're under E now, you're not under the Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, and you're gonna get destroyed. Okay? And when you check out the word for stigma, sorry, pardon the internet connection. Stigma, 1590s, earlier stigma, 14th century, a mark made on skin by burning with a hot iron, from the Latin stigma, plural stigmata, from Greek stigma, mark of a pointed instrument, puncture, tattoo mark, brand. Yeah, you're going to be branded. It's a mark of shame, a mark of disgrace, because you're not going to be saved by Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is not going to be the one who protects you. You're going to be a total slave for Esau Edom, okay? And Esau Edom is going to do as he wants with you. And ultimately, you're going to get, and then after all of that, you're going to get destroyed. Pursuant to Revelation 14:9 through 11, you're going to get destroyed with thermonuclear fire, and you may even get sapped with chariot fire. Revelation 14:9 through 11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. The image is the ways of the beast. The beast is the Roman Empire, NATO, and the EU, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. The same, it says hand here because it could be either right hand or left hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Indignation is righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Thus the nuclear missiles and the ICBMs, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You're going to get tormented. If you take the mark of the beast, you're going to be burned in the lake of fire. And the Yahushua, the angels, the elect, the chosen Israelites, that's the 144,000 and the great multitude, the believers, they're going to see you burn in the lake of fire. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. It's just ever's aeon, a certain period of all time, a certain amount of time, and they have no rest, day nor night, who receive it is like who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So there's big judgment if you take the mark of the beast. You have Israelite congregations saying the mark of the beast is something other than the microchip implant. They're going off. Some of them are 501c3, and 501c3 means the government controls what you can and cannot teach. They don't want you to teach your congregation this, because this will cause your congregation to not trust in, to not take what he wants them to take, which is things like a vaccine, a microchip implant. You're not meant to take any of these things because they require you to cut into your flesh. The Lord said, do not have a cut in your flesh. I'll get Leviticus 19:28. This will be the last scripture of this video. Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuts in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. No cuttings in the flesh and no tattoos. I am Yahweh. When you get the word for cuttings, you get the word sharat, sharata, sharat. Sharat, a cutting, incision. Incision is a small surgical cut in the skin or flesh. And yeah, they're going to make a small surgical cut using a hypodermic needle that will cut into your skin in order to implant that microchip inside your body. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.